Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to do another classic rock reaction. This is from English rock band Led Zeppelin, and the song is called Achilles' Last Stand. Let's get it. No, man. They're bringing the thunder right away. The rhythm section. God damn. Did you hear those drums? The devil's in his hole. That means they're not being restricted. So they're experiencing things. They're living like a carefree life. The thunder is constant. Did you hear the drums? Jesus. The rhythm section, man. Seek the man with his pointing hand. I think he's seeking God. I think he's at a point in his life where he's wants a closer relationship with God. love that part. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Guitar's on point here, man. There it is. There it is again. An extended guitar solo. They had a child. I think he's speaking of the wonders of being in a relationship. Mighty arms of Achilles. This guy's vocals is just next level. There it is again. There's so much to listen to in this track. God damn. Did you hear those drums? Oh man. What a jam this is. I love this part, man. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Wow. That is powerful. Drums are killing me in this. And then the vocals. Oh yeah, love that. Then they bring it all back, bringing it home again from where they started. I love that. It's the same kind of characteristic of the blues. You start a certain way, you go and you expand, and then you bring it on home. Man, that that shit was next level, man. I don't know what to say. Yo, man. That was incredible, man. How long was this? Was this like 10 minutes? That was incredible. Achilles' last stand. So, this song is a complete odyssey of someone's life. If I'm getting it right here, it's the point of view of, let's just say, the singer or some sort of a strong figure who is really enjoying his life. He's talking about the dynamic relationship he's in. He's singing about his carefreeness of his life, his freedom of movement. He's singing about the devil's in his hole, so he's not restricted by anchors. He doesn't have a lot of negativity in his way. They had a child. They're able to travel. They're able to experience things, see the wonders of this world. He's marveling at the wonders of this world, the Atlas Mountains, and all of those things. I think, and he was also looking for the man that's pointing the way. I think he's also embracing something of a higher than himself power. I think he's looking to maybe embrace a stronger, closer relationship with God. He's thankful for his life. He's thankful for the wisdom he has, the experiences, the relationships, his freedom to live the way he wants to live. And he's just basically taken us on a journey through his eyes in how he sees life. It's either I'm on it or I'm way the hell off. Let me know. But anyway, man, aside from the story that is being told, the musicianship is just on point. I can't think of another track that they've laid down where I can say that the musicianship is better than what I experienced here. The drums were killing me. The rhythm section, the bass line was killing me. The vocals were on point. The guitars, it's as if there were like 3 or 4 guitarists in there, but obviously he was doing like some overlapping things. But man, this song had every single thing in it. Structure-wise, for me, it told a story. The vocals were great. Everything was great in this song. God damn. I am tripping. Look, this song, by the way, was one of 3 most requested songs by you guys. Now, you guys probably by now know my pattern with Led Zeppelin, where I'm trying to start from the beginning, going through the whole catalog and getting a sense of, from album to album, their evolution, their feel, and everything like that, because I know that they were like the first to usher in the importance of an album experience. I know Pink Floyd also, they are really, really strong about the whole album experience. So I'm focused on trying to do the whole album experience. But I had to make an exception to the rule for 3 of their songs because I was being constantly bashed over the head to do this reaction. And you guys would not let up on this. As well, though, I'm getting it from your side. I'm getting it from my friend's side too. My friends have been bashing me upside the head to do this. So I'm getting it from you and I'm getting it from somewhere else. So I had to make an exception and do this. But what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to bookmark where I left off so I don't lose my way. I will do maybe a live reaction once in a while. I'll skip here and there a little bit, but then I'm going to go back to my bookmark of where I left off so I don't lose my way. I don't get overwhelmed, because this rabbit hole, man, is deeper and it's winding a lot more again. So I'm now discovering through this song, and I just finished reacting to No Quarter. I've now realized and uncovered that Led Zeppelin has another dimension in that rabbit hole, in a form of far and away fantasy-driven songs, where it's locking your attention and taking you on a journey, taking you on a trip. And goddamn, I'm still in a state of overwhelm here. So Immigrant Song first gave me an impression of their ability to do far and away songs. And I left it at that. It wasn't enough for me to go on an inquiry as I am now with my channel and getting into it, because I just assumed it was just one song. They were just a 1 or 2 hit wonder kind of band, and that was it, right? But yo, man. So, I'm losing it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do reactions to certain songs that have a very, very strong demand. Like I said, this is one of 3 of the most requested Led Zeppelin songs. And you guys knew my intention of starting from the beginning, but that didn't matter to you. You demanded that I do this reaction. Granted, I totally get it now. I understand why you were so adamant that I react to this song. I get it. Yo, man. Oh, man. This was an amazing song. And you know what? Here's a statement. I like this as much as I like their blues songs. And if you can get an idea of how big of a statement that is, if I was to have said this to my dad, he would stop what he's doing. He would look at me and raise an eyebrow, and he'd be like, really? Yeah, man. I like this as much as I like their blues. And that's saying a lot, man. Yo. So I'm gonna do another reaction. I'm going to do the 3rd most requested song, according to all of the requests in the comment section, and also by the analytics. YouTube is really, really good in breaking down the analytic structure of how many requests and all of that sort of thing. So I just look at it and it blows my mind sometimes at just how many requests there was for this song and the other 2. So I'm primarily going to do these for my patrons and on my Patreon account. And, you know, I'm going to continue to do other reactions and things of that sort. So, you know, your Led Zeppelin requests will all be going on Patreon. But yeah, specifically, I'm doing these 3 top requests, mainly for my patrons. So what I'm going to do as well is I'm also going to incorporate a lot of Rush reactions and Pink Floyd reactions. my time is allowing me to do only so much. So I think going forward, I'm going to kind of format my reactions in the form of picking 3 super groups or 3 super individuals, whatever, and just kind of go through their catalog, mainly from start to finish. Definitely with Led Zeppelin from start to finish, so I don't miss anything. I might be more flexible to kind of skip around with a few other things, but mostly I want to have the experience of going through the whole catalog, mainly from start to finish, of a lot of the super bands that I'm going to be reacting to. So these first 3 super groups, I'm formatting my way, and then by the time I get to other super groups down the road, I'll have a really good automatic structure that I'm falling into, and the reactions are probably going to come a lot faster. It's going to be more formatted. I'll get my verbiage down a little bit better. You can tell that I'm tripping on my tongue. I'm still in a state of overwhelm with this. So, yo, man, going back to this song, fantastic, fantastic song, and I love it so much. I can keep talking, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get in line and get in my structured format here, and I'm gonna just bring up my Wikipedia page real quick because I really want to get a little background info of this song. And typically what I do with these reactions is my Wikipedia page gives me kind of like an outline, a little bit of the band history, and then it goes into the formation of the song. And it's what I really look forward to, is just learning a little bit that brought this song about. It's intriguing to me how songs come about. There's always a story behind it, and that's kind of like the juice of what's very interesting to me. So I hope you don't mind this process. I really enjoy this process just as much as listening to the song sometimes. So with that, let's do this, man. Led Zeppelin, there we go. Achilles' Last Stand. So Led Zeppelin were an English rock band formed in London in 1968. The group consisted of guitarist Jimmy Page, singer Robert Plant, bassist and keyboardist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. The band's heavy guitar-driven sound has led them to be cited as one of the progenitors of heavy metal. Their style drew from a wide variety of influences, including blues, psychedelia, and folk music. After changing their name from the New Yardbirds, Led Zeppelin signed a deal with Atlantic Records that afforded them considerable artistic freedom. Although the group were initially unpopular with critics, they achieved significant commercial success. Led Zeppelin are widely considered one of the most successful, innovative, and influential rock groups in history. They are one of the best-selling music artists in the history of audio recording. Various sources estimate the group's record sales at 200 to 300 million units worldwide, with RIAA certified sales of 111.5 million units. They are the second best-selling band in the US. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. The museum's biography of the band states that they were as influential during the 70s as the Beatles were during the 60s. That is an astounding feat, man. Okay, formation of the song. Guitarist Jimmy Page and singer Robert Plant began writing Achilles' Last Stand in the summer of 1975 and were influenced by Eastern music, mythology, and travels. At 10.5 minutes, it is one of the group's longest studio recordings and one of their most complex, with different interwoven sections and multiple overdubbed guitar parts. It was released in March 1976 as the opening track for their 7th studio album, Presence. Okay. The song received positive reviews with comparisons to other epic-style Led Zeppelin songs, such as Kashmir. Kashmir. I've heard Kashmir a couple of times, here and there in bits and pieces, but never in its full entirety. I'm going to get to that reaction sometime, definitely. Between 1977 and 1980, it was a feature of the group's concerts. In several interviews, Page named it as his favorite Led Zeppelin piece and places his guitar solo on par with Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, it certainly was. It was longer than that too. Longer than Stairway to Heaven solo. Background. After their 1975 US tour and London concerts, Led Zeppelin took a break from public performances. They took a break to take advantage of tax exile status. The group members needed to limit their time in the UK. Page and Plant traveled to Morocco in June 1975, where they developed some material for their next album. Some local music that Page heard influenced his guitar parts for Achilles' Last Stand. North African and Middle Eastern music inspired earlier Led Zeppelin songs such as Friends, Four Sticks, No Quarter, I just reacted to No Quarter, and Kashmir. Although the song uses mythological imagery, including William Blake's Albion Atlas and Achilles, the lyrics reflect more on the group's travels during their exile. The title itself is an ironic reference to Plant's August 1975 automobile accident that left him with a severe ankle injury. Achilles was brought down by an arrow to his heel. Plant was unable to walk for a year and recorded much of Presence while in a wheelchair, hence the working title, The Wheelchair Song. Okay. Release and live performance. Atlantic Records released Presence on the 31st of March 1976 with Achilles' Last Stand as the opening track. There was no tour to support the album release. Robert Plant and his wife were in a car accident while on holiday in Greece, which broke Plant's ankle. Instead of touring the US, Plant and Jimmy Page wrote material for Presence, then recorded it at Musicland Studios in Munich, Germany, with Plant in a wheelchair. Plant got so excited while recording this that he fell and re-injured his ankle, similarly to the song's namesake, Achilles. The title was both an acknowledgement of Plant's broken ankle as well as to the mystic location in the Atlas Mountains of Morocco, which inspired the lyrics. In November, after Plant had sufficiently recovered, Led Zeppelin began to rehearse for an upcoming American tour. Achilles' Last Stand was one of the first songs they attempted. Since their studio recording relied heavily on overdubs, they needed an arrangement that would work for a three-piece plus vocal ensemble. Page recalled, and I quote, "We could have just eased into familiar stuff, but we went straight into the deep end by trying out Achilles. I thought I'd have to use the twin neck 6 and 12 string Gibson guitar, but it actually sounded better with the 6-string using different effects. When we did that first rehearsal, it just all clicked all over again." Okay, so they were off for a year. Public reception. In a contemporary review of Presence, Stephen Davis of Rolling Stone believed Bonham's furiously attacking drumming to be the lead instrument in Achilles' Last Stand, until Page tires of chording under Plant and takes over. In a 2011 review of Presence by Classic Rock Review, the site gave Achilles' Last Stand a positive review, calling the song the album's tour de force, further describing the track as a true journey from start to finish. In a retrospective review of Presence, Deluxe Edition, Andy Duskus of Pop Matters writes, "Between Bonham's heart attack-inducing drumming, Page's incendiary guitar plays, and Plant's hypnotic shrill singing, the opening track is more of a cold opening, one where Led Zeppelin is firing on all cylinders with no need for introduction." Excellent. Yeah, man. That is the song fact information and formation of the song. And, as I was saying before, that this rabbit hole is getting deeper and it's winding more on me, because now I have just discovered that Led Zeppelin, are now capable of doing far and away fantasy type songs. Immigrant Song, No Quarter, now Achilles' Last Stand. Another dimension in that rabbit hole, and I haven't even gotten to their folk stuff yet. I remember a lot of you were telling me, wait till you get to their third album, you're going to love their acoustic and their folk stuff, a completely different feel, because they've got so many ranges. But yeah, man, this is another dimension. And my buddy Paul, he's saying, once you finish the reaction to Achilles' Last Stand, I want you to call me and tell me how you feel. And this is what I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him that this song is almost life-changing. It's almost life-changing, because now I'm in that rabbit hole focused on blues, and all of a sudden there's a new dimension. So it's like every time I react to a Led Zeppelin song, and then you guys give me feedback, I get the impression of just how long it's going to take me to get through their catalog. There's no rushing through this. There's no assumption where, I'm just going to do a superset, give them a couple of thumbs up, and then move on to the next. No, man, my dumbass assumptions, so I'm going to take my time with this and really savor it and go through it. And now that I know that they're capable of fantasy-like far and away songs, here's a question. They have fantasy far and away type songs that locks your attention and takes you on a trip somewhere. How many more of these songs do they have? Is it just as big a catalog as their blues stuff? Because if it is, man, this rabbit hole. So, this song, man, 5 out of 5, 2 thumbs up for it. And I am just blown away at the musicianship factor. And again, they're all so on point. They're all so unified and so good. It's as if they have this intuitive link to each other. It's just a masterful performance. So I'm going to shut up about that, because I'm going to keep talking about it. So I'm just going to take a look at my notes just before I take my leave here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Man, basically, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how I'm going to go about discovering Led Zeppelin, how I'm going to go about things, mainly starting from the beginning, working my way to the end. But I will skip around a little bit, because sometimes the demand for a reaction is really, really huge, and I get bashed over the head constantly. So sometimes I will jump a little bit, but I'll go back to where I bookmark things and start up again, so I don't miss my way or get lost. But that's my reaction, man, to Achilles' Last Stand. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who recommended it. It was just so many of you, hundreds of you that basically recommended this, and I know why you did and why you were on me so often to do it. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to do another Led Zeppelin reaction. I'm not telling you what the top 3 most requested songs are. I'm going to have you guess. But anyways, you'll see them soon enough. I'm sure you'll be aware of them soon. And it won't be a surprise. I'm sure it won't. But thanks, man. Thanks for joining me. And I'll catch you in the next reaction. Peace out.